Hello, Taurus. Let's talk honestly about the month ahead, because August of 2026 is not one of those quiet, forgettable stretches where the stars simply hum along in the background. This is a month with real weight to it. There's a solar eclipse sitting right in the most private, foundational part of your chart, several planets shifting signs within days of each other, and a full moon at the very end that closes a long chapter you've been living for months. If you're the kind of Taurus who likes to feel prepared rather than blindsided, this is a period worth understanding in detail. Here's why this matters for you specifically. As a Taurus, your natural instinct is towards stability. You build slowly, you commit deeply, and you don't love being pushed into sudden change. August is going to test that instinct in a few places, but it's also going to reward it in others. Some of these transits will feel like gifts landing in your lap. Others will feel more like the universe firmly closing a door, so you'll finally walk through a better one. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly which days to lean into, which areas of life to watch closely, and how to move through the whole month with your feet planted and your eyes open. Before we go transit by transit, I want to be upfront about something. Everything I'm sharing here is based on the general movement of the planets through the Taurus chart. It's genuinely useful, but it's painted with a wide brush. Your actual birth chart, the exact map of the sky at the moment you were born, tells a far more personal story. That's the difference between a weather forecast for the whole country and a forecast for the street you live on. If you've ever wanted that level of precision, this is exactly what our personalized readings are built for. We offer a full birth chart reading to decode your unique blueprint, a relationship compatibility reading and a soulmate reading for matters of the heart, a career reading for your professional path, and a life purpose reading for those bigger why am I here questions. If you prefer to look ahead, our monthly forecast and yearly forecast map out your timing in advance. And if you simply have one pressing question weighing on you, our question-based personal guidance gives you a direct, focused answer. Every one of these is drawn from your own chart, not a generic sun sign column, and that's what makes the guidance land so much deeper. The link and WhatsApp number are in the description box whenever you're ready. Now, let's get into your month. August 6th, Venus enters Libra, a softer, more beautiful workday. We open the month on a genuinely pleasant note, and this is the first piece of good news. On August 6th, Venus, your ruling planet, moves into Libra and settles into the part of your chart that governs daily routine, work environment, and physical wellness. When your own ruler goes to work here, the ordinary texture of your days gets noticeably smoother. At the office, or wherever you spend your working hours, you'll likely feel a real pull toward peace. Tension with a coworker that's been simmering for weeks suddenly feels solvable, and you'll find yourself reaching for diplomacy rather than digging in. Taurus, your natural tact becomes a superpower now. You may even feel the urge to redesign your workspace, add something beautiful to your desk, reorganize, bring in a little order and a little elegance. Don't dismiss that as trivial. When your environment feels good, your output improves, and this transit helps you find genuine satisfaction in the small, repetitive tasks you'd normally rush through. Supportive colleagues and mentors who appreciate your grounded, practical approach may also step forward now. The same softening touches your health. Instead of punishing yourself with intense workouts, you'll be drawn to gentle, restorative movement, long walks, stretching, yoga, the kind of activity that leaves you calmer, not depleted. This is a wonderful window to build a self-care routine that actually feels like a treat, and to lean toward cleaner, more balanced eating that supports steady energy rather than spikes and crashes. If you're curious about how this period may affect your well-being and daily rhythm, our personalized birth chart reading can give you deeper, more specific guidance. The WhatsApp number and chat link are in the description box. August 9th, Mercury enters Leo. The home conversations get louder. Just 3 days later, on August 9th, Mercury moves into Leo and lights up your home, family, and inner foundations. This is where the volume gets turned up, in the best and most demanding sense. Conversations with family become far more expressive and warm, but also more energized, which means both heartfelt talks and occasionally dramatic ones. You may feel a strong urge to take the lead, to organize a family event, to finally handle that paperwork around a lease, a mortgage, or a property matter you've been avoiding. Themes of shared living space come to the surface. Importantly, this is a good moment to confidently voice your boundaries to the people you live with. You'll find the words come more easily than usual. There's a quieter layer here too. Mercury in this zone invites you inward, to journal about your childhood, to examine why certain things make you feel safe, and to understand the psychological roots of your comfort zones. You may have sudden flashes of clarity about how your past is shaping the way you react today. Let yourself speak those inner truths, even if only in a private notebook. There's real healing in naming what you feel. August 11th, Mars enters Cancer. Sharper words, stronger instincts. On August 11th, Mars enters Cancer and charges up your mind, your communication, and your immediate surroundings. Here's where we reach the first piece of caution, our first bit of bad news, though it's more of a warning label than a disaster. Your communication style is about to become far more protective, emotional, and passionate. That can be powerful. You'll defend your ideas fiercely and speak up for what you believe. But it can also make casual conversations heated in a hurry. Watch your text messages and digital exchanges especially. The urge to fire back quickly will be strong. Setting firm boundaries online is wise, and so is pausing before you hit send. Your daily schedule may suddenly feel busier, with quick changes and errands piling up. You'll feel a deep instinct to protect siblings, neighbors, or close peers. Just be mindful of frustration around commutes, short trips, or small delays, because your patience runs shorter than usual. The healthy way to use this energy is to take decisive action, resolving a lingering tension nearby, rather than letting irritation leak out sideways. August 12th, solar eclipse and new moon in Leo, the big reset. Now we arrive at the most significant day of the month, and this is the second piece of good news wrapped inside a challenge. On August 12th, both a new moon and a solar eclipse land in Leo, right at the base of your chart, home, family, and your deepest emotional roots. Eclipses are the universe's way of forcing change that we've been putting off, and this one is major. Expect a long-term reset in your private living situation. For some Taurus folks, this means an actual move, a renovation, or a real shift in where and how you live. For others, it's a change in family dynamics, a chance to release inherited patterns that have been quietly running your life for years. The concept of home itself is up for redefinition. What does home genuinely mean to you now? Not to your parents, not to tradition, but to you. Underneath the practical changes runs an emotional rebirth. You're being pushed to build a brand new inner foundation, and that often means cutting ties with old emotional dependencies that no longer serve you. Buried truths surface and ask to be acknowledged. Yes, shedding these old layers can feel vulnerable, even a little frightening, but it's also profoundly freeing, and it's how you build that fortress of unshakable self-worth that will carry you for years. Trust the process, even when it's uncomfortable. Eclipses like this often stir up deep questions about your direction and identity. If you've been quietly asking yourself where your life is really headed, our life purpose reading can help you uncover your core strengths and soul mission. The chat link and WhatsApp number are in the description box. August 23rd, Sun enters Virgo. Your joy comes back online. After the intensity of the eclipse, August 23rd brings a bright, welcome lift. The Sun enters Virgo and illuminates your zone of creativity, romance, self-expression, and pure joy. This is your third piece of good news, and honestly, you'll have earned it. A spotlight falls on your artistic talents and passion projects. Your confidence in sharing your ideas publicly gets a real boost, and you'll find genuine pleasure in refining your hobbies until they feel just right, which, let's be honest, is deeply satisfying for a Taurus. This is also an invitation to reconnect with your inner child, to do things simply because they're fun, without needing them to be productive. Romance warms up too. You gain practical clarity about your dating life and feel proud of how you love and who you love. By radiating that grounded, authentic confidence of yours, you naturally draw more attention your way. Rather than chasing dramatic highs, you're drawn to the steady, supportive side of love, and to actually scheduling joyful date nights and shared experiences that keep the spark alive. If you're feeling uncertain in love, or want to understand your romantic patterns more deeply, our relationship compatibility and soulmate readings offer personalized insight based on your birth chart. The WhatsApp number and link are waiting in the description box. August 25th, Mercury enters Virgo, turning inspiration into a plan. On August 25th, Mercury follows the Sun into Virgo, and your creative romantic energy gets a sharp, organized mind to match. This is where dreamy ideas turn into actual plans. Your thinking becomes detail-oriented and precise, which makes it the ideal time to outline your creative visions and analyze the structure behind your projects. If you write, edit, or polish anything, this is your window. The focus is razor sharp. You'll want your hobbies to produce something tangible, and the smart move is to break big, overwhelming projects into small, manageable daily steps. Exactly the kind of patient, steady progress you excel at. In love, your conversations become more intentional and thoughtful. Intellectual connection matters more than usual, and you'll naturally express affection through acts of service and clear, caring communication. You can also step back and honestly evaluate a relationship without getting swept away by emotion, which is a genuine gift for making good decisions. August 28th, full moon in Pisces, a chapter closes. We end the month on August 28th with a full moon in Pisces, lighting up your friendships, networks, and long-term dreams. This is the second piece of caution, but again, it's the kind of ending that clears space for something better. This full moon brings the emotional culmination of a group project or community effort you've poured yourself into. It's a moment of completion and possibly celebration. But it also stirs a natural shifting of your social circle. You may find yourself quietly releasing friendships that lack depth, stepping away from draining group dynamics, or realizing which networks truly support the real you. It can feel bittersweet to let people go, but your intuition is unusually sharp now, and it's rarely wrong. Your long-term visions are also under review. You could hit a meaningful milestone on a goal you've chased for months, and at the same time, feel ready to release outdated dreams that no longer fit who you're becoming. Celebrate the wins, thank the people who helped you get here, and trust your gut about the next big steps. If you want a clear roadmap for the months ahead so none of this catches you off guard, our monthly forecast and yearly forecast are built exactly for that. The chat link and WhatsApp number are in the description box. Taurus, August 2026 asks a lot of you, but it gives back just as much. You've got harmony flowing into your daily life, a powerful reset at the root of who you are, and a genuine return of joy and creativity before the month is through. Move through it the way you do best, steady, grounded, and unafraid to let go of what no longer fits. And if you'd like to understand how all of this plays out in your own life specifically, we're truly here to help. A birth chart reading reveals your unique blueprint. A career reading clarifies your professional path, and our relationship compatibility and soulmate readings bring insight to your love life. If the bigger questions are on your mind, a life purpose reading can help you find direction, while our monthly and yearly forecasts map out your timing ahead. And if there's just one thing keeping you up at night, our question-based personal guidance gives you a direct personal answer. Reach out anytime through the WhatsApp number or chat link in the description box. Take good care of yourself this month, Taurus, and I'll see you in the next one.